Hey there, welcome to Kitchen Khas Season 1 Episode 15. Today we are doing the most requested recipe, the Delhi butter chicken. Yes, it is a must-have recipe in everybody's repertoire. To begin with, I am going to start with 400 grams of boneless chicken. Yes, I have cut the chicken pieces into 1-inch pieces and I am using the chicken thighs. I'm going to start by marinating it first with 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, about 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and the juice of 1 lemon. Now this is the first marination. It will not only tenderize the chicken but also ensure that it gets seasoned with the salt. You need to massage the chicken well with the marination and let it rest for about 30 minutes. You can let it be at room temperature, or if you want you can also refrigerate it. Next, we are going to start with the preparation for the gravy. Here I have 2 small onions which I am cutting into 8 pieces each. Post that, I will use 6 fairly large tomatoes and again roughly chop them. Now, we also have taken 1 inch of ginger piece and about 10 to 12 cloves of garlic which I have chopped roughly. To begin with, in a pan I have 2 tablespoons of oil, to which I am adding 2 tablespoons of butter. Yes, it's butter chicken, so we will essentially be using butter. Now we will wait for the butter to melt and start foaming in the pan before we add the next set of ingredients. Okay, now you see that the butter has foamed in the pan. We are going to start by adding 2 bay leaves, about 1 inch of cinnamon. We've broken it into a couple of pieces, 2 black elaichi or badi elaichi, 5 to 6 green cardamom, 1 small star anise, about 8 to 10 black peppercorns, and 4 cloves. Now comes the Kitchen Khas twist. We're going to add half a teaspoon of Shahi Jeera, half a teaspoon of fennel seeds and half a teaspoon of white Jeera. Now this is going to take the flavor of the butter chicken to the next level. It's not a mandatory, but I prefer it in my gravy. Next, we will add the roughly chopped ginger and the roughly chopped garlic in the pan. Saute it for a little while so that the raw smell reduces. Don't be alarmed, we will be puring the gravy, so all these roughly chopped pieces will get even. Next goes in about 8 to 10 cashews. In case you don't have cashews, you can also use 1 tablespoon of melon seeds or 1 tablespoon of plain peanuts which could be fried. You can add the onions now. Sauteing it for about 30 seconds to a minute. Next go in the tomatoes. Allow these to fry for a couple of minutes. Now we will add in about 6 dry red chilies. These are the Kashmiri red chilies. In case you don't have the dry red Kashmiri chilies, you can put in about 2 teaspoons of red chili powder. After frying this for about 2 to 3 minutes, we are going to put in about 650 ml of water. Allow the mixture to come to a boil on a high flame, and once it starts boiling, you can reduce the flame to medium low and let it cook for about 20 to 25 minutes till the tomatoes turn mushy. Now let's start by preparing the second marination for the chicken. I have about 4 tablespoons of oil, regular cooking oil, to which I am going to add 1.5 teaspoons of Kashmiri red chili powder. Yes, I am adding it now so that it can impart the color to the oil, and also once you put the spices in the oil, the chicken gets marinated well. Now to this I'm going to add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, about a quarter cup of thick yogurt. You can also use hung yogurt, but since my yogurt is thick, I'm just using that. And a little salt. Once you mix it well, it has this lovely, amazing looking color. We will now add the pieces from the chicken which has completed the first marination. Stir well so that all the pieces are well coated with the marination. Now we need to let this marinate for about 35 to 40 minutes. Now you see the tomatoes have become mushy, and they are all well cooked. So we will turn off the flame and allow this mixture to cool before we grind it into a fine puree. Now what I have done is I have preheated my oven to 200 degrees centigrade, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we can make the chicken in two ways. The first way is to cook it in the convection at 200 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes or till the pieces are cooked well. Now for the other half pieces, I've got about a teaspoon of oil in the kadai, to which I've added 1 tablespoon of butter, and now I'm frying the remaining pieces in this butter mixture. Whatever marinade you have in the bowl, keep it aside. We will use it while making the gravy. You see how beautifully the chicken has fried, and it has a fantastic aroma. We will put this as well as the chicken from the oven into a bowl and give it a little smoke, so it will give you a little barbecue flavor. Here I have a piece of coal which I am lighting up. To smoke, I've put it in a small bowl inside the chicken and then put a little ghee and kept it covered for about 30 minutes. Now the gravy has cooled down. I have grinded half of it, and here you can see it turns into a fine puree. Wash the mixer with a little water and pour the water and strain the gravy. You will need to use a spoon. Now you see how smooth and silky the gravy looks after having strained it. Now we are going to do the final gravy. Here I have taken the butter oil which I had used to fry the chicken, and I have added another additional teaspoon of butter to it. To this I am adding another 1 inch of ginger finely chopped with 5 to 6 green chilies finely chopped. Now you can increase or decrease the spice level here by increasing or reducing the green chilies. Allow it to fry for a couple of minutes till the raw smell of ginger goes. Next we are going to introduce the gravy that we just strained into the pot. Stir it well and allow it to come to a boil. Now as you can see, the gravy is boiling. We are going to put in the leftover marinade to the gravy and allow it to cook for 2-3 minutes. This will enhance the flavor of the gravy. Now once the gravy comes to a full boil is when we will add in the smoked chicken pieces. Allow this to cook on a low flame for about 5 to 10 minutes, and yes, you can introduce kasuri methi at this stage. Let it cover and simmer for about 5 minutes. Now we will add half a cup cream. And stir it again and let it cook for just 1 or 2 minutes on medium to low flame. Now you see the gravy is looking so delicious, yummy. Finally finishing it with some fresh coriander leaves. And your butter chicken is ready to serve. You can serve it with jeera rice, parathas, rotis, rumali rotis, anything. Doesn't it look yummy and delicious? Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel, and definitely leave a comment. And keep looking forward to our next episode. Thank you.